Hello, my name is Andrea, and this is my submission for the video. In the video, we saw the current struggle that are where China and U.S. are involved, where the U.S. is imposing very high custom fees to certain products, therefore limiting the economy for China or all negotiations or future businesses that could grow with those materials that are not going to have very low cost nowadays. In my opinion, these custom fees, even though they contribute to a lot of improvement of a nation's economy, they can also be used as a pressure factor, as we saw right now in the video and the news that are speaking about this struggle between China and the US. How these can be used as a force factor. They can use it to force other nations to agree to deals and arrangements that are not really mutually beneficial, thereby affecting the weaker players. In this case, is going to be China, in the sense that it's not going to be able to export all the products that they are used to doing. This unequal position can have very destructive consequences for the weaker countries, thereby weakening their sovereign, because they're going to be forced into doing something that is not really going to help them. It's just only going to be beneficial for one of the players in these agreements. They are going to weaken their sovereign and limit the developing opportunities. As in the case of the US and China, we are currently in a struggle as China is rising as an economic power. The US is imposing obstacles through custom fees, as we saw in various products, services, such as certain foods or certain products. And I believe this is of great importance just to set aside all difference and seek balance between protecting the nation economy and fostering fair and beneficial trade relations for all countries involved. The United States has significant trade relations with China and Mexico, as we all know. China and the United States have large populations and high GDPs, while Mexico has a smaller population and GDPs. All these three countries are members of the WTO. The US has initiated a trade war due to concerns over bilateral trade deficits. The degree of Mexico's retaliation depends on its objectives. Fees increases on the US imports could be sustainable to restore trading conditions. Mexican tariffs may need to be raised significantly because the US is a major export destination. If trade barriers are in line with the WTO law, Mexican fees should slightly exceed the US fees. Trade impacts show a decline in Mexican export due to the US taxes, with retaliatory fees leading to further export declines and currency appreciation. The US export declined due to tariffs and currency appreciation, with the possibility of further loss with Mexican trade tariffs and retaliatory tariffs. As these kind of interactions seriously affect people with businesses that depend on foreign materials to maintain their level of productivity, such as farmers, manufacturers who rely on the service or product they import from the US, from China to the US, which limits them economically and can even take away their livelihoods completely. So we really must seek negotiation that ensures the agreements are mutually advantageous and contribute to sustainable development globally. Thanks.